On an exclusive tour of the Basseterre Desalination Plant at the C.A. Paul Southwell Industrial Park, Head of Water Services Department Cromwell Williams responded to two key matters that have been talked about since the selection and start of construction at the chosen location. On repeated occasions, SKN Newsline has heard concern being expressed over the location and the presence of old, unused fuel tanks located on the same property of the desalination plant under construction. According to Cromwell Williams, there is no need to be concerned as the tanks will not affect the desalination plant in any way.
The site was chosen because, one, the fact that this land was available in terms of land that government has access to. It's close to the sea, which is ideal. It is also close to our existing water infrastructure, which is our main storage tank at Mon Peak, which is just about a few thousand feet of pipeline we have to run from here to take the water up to that main storage tank before it is distributed to the population. So location was ideal in several respects. So the site was being used as a storage facility by one of the local petroleum companies, Sol. And so the site itself was also decommissioned, as I understand, some years ago, many years ago. So there's been no petroleum activity on site in terms of storing of petroleum and so on. So as you look around, you will notice that there are some storage tanks from the previous time when the site was active. Those eventually will be taken down. They are no longer usable. There is not an urgency at this time to take them down because they are not in our way. The space that they occupy is not space that we require right now. The space that we have utilized is all space that was actually available. We did not have to demolish any structure whatsoever in order to build this desalination plant. We have built the plant. We have built 3-4 buildings plus the 500,000 gallon storage tank. We have built all of these on this site on land that was open space. So where the tanks are, we don't need to remove them at this time urgently because they're not in our way. They're not taking up space. And there is no risk of they providing any contamination whatsoever to the operations here of the desal plant. The water comes in from the sea via pipeline. It goes through the desal plant, through the pumps, through the filters. The water goes through pipeline into the tank, from the tank off-site, as I said. There is no opportunity really for any cross-contamination on this site.
Meanwhile, contractor Royal Utilities is working towards an August completion of the desalination plant, which General Manager Jerry Moyes said contains the latest technologies in desalination. Glenn Bart reporting for SKN Newsline.